Dignitas trying to live up to a lifelong Rocket League legacy of excellence. Falcons trying to cement that same legacy here, folks. It starts in round number 2. Falcons versus Dignitas.
Two teams who have made a strong start to their Birmingham major run, but who will get one step closer to the playoffs? Cool Cole, welcome to game 1 by Progressive.
It's going to be another thriller, I can just tell. Team Falcons, we saw them earlier on, take down Team Secret by 3 games to 1. For Dignitas, a decent result, I would say. 3-1 against Complexity. As was said on the desk, though, this will be a very different opponent. Team Falcons compared to Complexity. They are going to fly at you from every single angle as soon as RLCS referee number 3 unpauses the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that guy's doing.
He's been holding that button.
Yeah, we're not doing any flying at the moment. We've hit the ground and we have aborted takeoff as we pause game 1 just 8 seconds in.
It was a good 8 seconds.
It was.
I think you can already tell from those 8 seconds.
Who would you predict off that 8 seconds?
I mean,
there was a lot of information you could have gathered from
They
there.
did hit the ball in the middle, so no one's really feeling, you know, like upset with the game. The ball was connected with.
Killers has 2 points.
I mean, recently I've scored that in an entire game and we won it, so
You
it's
have.
not bad to get 2 points.
He's done that in 8 seconds, so
Yeah, that hurts a little bit.
yeah, it does.
He's better than me. I need to accept that at this point, don't I?
You hadn't already accepted that a Falcons player is better than you.
Nope.
Well, hopefully we can get this one underway. But as we said, it's 1-0 stage. Both teams with a strong start. 3-1 wins for both Falcons and Dig. A sweep for Falcons with the predictions as well. I think T-Bates was
That
very
smile
happy.
when the coin landed. I've never seen him grin more, honestly. But yeah, no, it's lovely to see Dignitas back at a UK RLCS major. The first time this org has been back in the UK, I believe, since they won it in Season 5. I could be wrong. I think the other Landons were missed by Dignitas. But yeah, so it's good to see those guys back, and they're looking pretty good. You know, they're looking better, I think, in EU than I thought they would. Maybe a couple of positions higher than I thought they'd be in this one.
Yeah, sort of, you know, you're looking at the likes of an NIP perhaps at the start of the season, being that 3rd or 4th team, but Dig kind of looking like that 3rd team without really knowing too much about how GK are going to perform. It's still an unknown, that 12-0 run, Champ Sunday final event, final open of the split, but yeah, Dig, we know what Joris can do in this stage of the tournament, which is usually go pretty well. So there's a chance for an upset, but I would say Falcons. I mean, look what they did. Look how good Twisted Minds look, and they're handing, you know, they're beating Twisted Minds comfortably back at home. So,
as a serial winner yourself, CJ,
Yes,
how will
great
they
question.
deal with losing against when they lost against Twisted Minds? Finally, their winning streak was ended. How will they deal with that?
I think a
phase
loss is you don't lose, you learn.
Nice.
So I think they'll learn from that. I think they, you know, sometimes you need a loss. Just
Will
to
they learn
kickstart
from the 8 seconds that they played?
They will not learn much from that. I don't think the information was not fantastic. But here we go. We're going to restart from game number 1. Let's pretend.
Take 2, baby.
Let's pretend it never happened. We got Falcons taking on Dignitas. Game 1, 1-0 stage. Who will move into that important 2-0 round one step closer? Welcome to game number 1 by Progressive.
Let's hope RLCS referee number 3 keeps their paws off the pause button.
Don't you do it.
And we can go again. Yeah, it's all serious now. It's all real now. We are diving into this one. And as we were saying, in all serious, Dignitas coming off that 3-1 victory against Complexity, this will be a very different matchup against Falcons, because Team Falcons will not let you rest. They've almost scored straight from the off. Could have been 1-0 in less than 8 seconds this time, but they'll keep it at 0-0.
Johnny Boy, the newly named kickoff merchant, would have been happy with that start from Falcons. Really like it. It was a little close cheat by TRK, almost sniping the net for the first goal. These Falcons looking to assert their dominance. Joris, though, with a bit of space. What can he do? Sealing pitch. That's lovely, but should be handled, well, with relative ease by Clears, and does so.
Yeah, just an early warning, though, that Joris has got the chops, certainly, to cause some damage to Team Falcons. So, does he again? That little flick from apparently Jack tipped it towards him. Let's say in the opening 40 seconds of this one, Dignitas have given themselves a couple of real decent shades at this one. Falcons can't allow too many times where the ball bounces onto Joris' card. Dignitas can't allow that either. It's not going to hit that ping sound too many more times.
Haven't quite seen TRK get online just yet. After the first round, it was certainly a bit of the Roas show against Team Secret. We'll keep close eyes on him as the MVP of the split for Mina. TRK certainly in form back at home, but can he do it here in Birmingham? Here's Roas space off the backboard. Jack's not there in time. Joris looks to clean up, and been a bit of a tidy start so far from both sides. That's a beautiful redirect from Stizzy. He's online.
Pretty much similar to the play that Jorius and apparently Jack got earlier on. With apparently Jack flicking it on towards Jorius, and Jorius nearly getting the redirect. This time it was Jorius and Stizzy. They removed Jack from the equation, which is harsh because it wasn't Jack's fault earlier, and it did lead to a goal. Dignitas looking very strong against Team Falcons so far.
Yeah, anytime you see that, I guess, aggression early is a strong sign on land. Gibbs spoke about it. A lot of teams opting to play that defensive style, second man turning into third man often, but that's a massive mistake. Jack doesn't get a great shot from Kaliers. Instant response, instant equalizer.
There it is. Kaliers looked a little bit awkward in the center. TRK took over, faked the redirect, and there was Kaliers who turned into sixpence himself and was able to slot that one home. So both teams looking comfortable with their scoring boots on. A minute and a half into this one. I mean, we've seen some thrilling matchups today, especially from MENA teams as well against EU teams. If this could be half as good as Twisted Minds v Vitality earlier, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, as we said, it felt like two raid bosses going back and forth, Zen and now Poe. And, well, there's certainly quality on either side of the pitch right here. I think Dig will be disappointed giving that one up. I know it was a great play though from TRK. Nice fake. He's Jorius, he's leading and he's whipping. Roas open off the bar. No, the post perhaps, but time Stizzy ready. We're seeing some little nervy moments.
I don't know about you, but my own goal senses were tingling. The trajectories just seem to be lining up for a proper redirect into his own net there from Jorius, which is not the Swiss Jorius that we've come to expect in recent years. Here he is again, now clearing a path for apparently Jack, who goes to the ceiling, gets his flip late. Lovely play from Jack, it's saved well by Ruas. So he's going to keep the attack going, and Dignitas are keeping a lot more pressure against Team Falcons than I must admit I was expecting them to have.
Yeah, low boost Ruas, you can see there, just gets the 50. TRK missing, but not read by Dig. They're out now. Stizzy, 100 boost, doesn't find the challenge. He's back in time. Ruas sidewall, met by Stizzy. We've seen a little bit of respite in this one. Jorius finding another 50. Ruas had no business to stay there, 0 boost, but almost catching Dig out.
Yeah, those backflips can work out because the opponents aren't expecting them at all. But now, here's Jorius down the right side. Ruas missed for a second. He got a late hit on that one. Follows it through himself. Apparently Jack in at the near post, gets the save. End-to-end stuff right now. Both teams having shooting chances. I've got a feeling when we see the scoreboard later on, there'll be plenty of shots for all these players because they're all getting involved. Here's Jack again. Got it to the side there towards TRK. Open things up a bit. I think they're going to be all right. But again, it looks scary for a second. This one's simmering.
Yeah, neither side able to maintain any sort of pressure. As you said, it's been end-to-end, back and forth. As you can see, now it's a beautiful pre-flip touch. He gets one more as well, beats Stizzy. Just Jack last, and Lee's gone for a no-nonsense challenge. This redirect could turn out into Dig's favour. But Ruas, beautiful boost timing on the spawn, and he is working that thing down the other end.
Jorius goes forward now. I can't believe we've already had 3.5 minutes of this game. It has flown by. The ball is always in movement, always going from one side to the next. As he misses that one, he's certainly one of the players that I've got my eye on for Dignitas. Had a poor open one, and now he's here at his first RLCS LAN. Will that pressure help him? Will it strengthen him, or will it cause him to make 1 or 2 more high-profile mistakes? Here he comes forward. This is where he's been excellent so far this season. Apparently Jack up against Ruas. Turns around via some boosts. Got a real chance here to do something with this ball. Wants to go over TRK. TRK got the read. Neither team really keeping the ball right now for my liking, CJ.
Yeah, Falcons low boost though. Dig looking fantastic at the moment. TRK the only man with 100 boosts. He finds the 50. Ruas just committing. As Dig might still have a chance. They've certainly had the momentum the past minutes. Can they snipe at the death here in game 1? Just 30 seconds. TRK faking. Ruas. He's lost possession of the ball. Jorius looking for the 50. Can he find one more? You can see Falcons, they're hesitant to get in there. Dig not finding the killing blow, but Jorius, that's a beautiful redirect. Trying to keep pressure on. Falcons, I think they want overtime. They need to really reset themselves here.
I mean, I think all of them. I think all 6 players do it. It seems to be very tippy-tappy at the moment rather than keeping control of the ball, in my opinion. I think they've settled for overtime, unless that can change last second. TRK's shot, though, is a little bit weak. Stizzy around the corner. That one's just going to roll. And yeah, next goal wins, and we'll just move on to game 2.
Funny old game 1, as we said, a back and forth. Both sides grabbing momentum in their respective times. That's a great play. TRK doesn't find anything on target. Won't be getting a shot for that one. Here is Jack, and he just yonks that thing downfield. And you find a touch. No, going to leave it for Stizzy. You just see both sides there really opting to play the safer option more often than not.
It has been a little bit safe, and I've got a feeling that's because, as the desk mentioned, game one much more important to Dignitas. They do not want to lose this one. Just want to grind it through to get themselves on the scoreboard, because once Team Falcons get going, they are absolute nightmare to claim momentum back from them. Look at that touch from TRK to take the MVP. It's moments of class like that, which is why.
Whoa!
Oh no, he's pre-flipped and then he's gone. He's hit the post though. Somehow.
Didn't even count as a shot. That's how wide it was. That was wide open. Rawas was completely caught out in net. He had no business getting anywhere near it and didn't. Dig. Will that cost them here? They're still getting pressure. It feels like a Dignitas game. It's very scrappy. Falcons not able to have this pressure, but that could be the one that got away, Cole.
TRK, Air dribbles it forward. Ruas tries to clear a path for TRK. Apparently Jack was up early enough to not have to deal with him. Killers just go to the backboard. Nice transition there from Dignitas. This is better from them. Jorez gets the flick reset. He's the one looking most likely to come online, in my opinion, but still can't quite break through Team Falcons' defense.
It's a nice demo. Killers downfield. Can you get a redirect? Jack's there. There is the Great White. Looking to control with 100. Does he fake for Stizzy? He does. Stizzy has looked very aggressive up front. Could be the difference here for Dig. There's the 50 coming through. TRK, no follow-up. Killers gets dusted. Roas with the clear. He's lost possession. Dig certainly in control, but it's one thing to have the momentum against Falcons. It's another to put it in the back of the net.
Jorez has this one early shot. TRK was there for it. Dignitas content to just take as many opportunities as they can to get it towards the Team Falcons goal, hoping eventually they'll break through these defenses, hoping eventually they'll steal enough boost to give themselves a chance for that second shot. And that's what's really been missing from this entire game, the follow-up.
What is happening?
Making everyone's missing that. Oh my goodness, CJ, what is that?
What is this? It's Jorius completely fluffing it.
Yep.
Apparently Jack trying to save him, but then whiffing it as well.
Yep.
And Stizzy left to watch his two teammates flail in front of him as the ball sails into the bottom right corner.
You can take Stizzy, Jorius, and apparently Jack out of NA, but you can't take the NA out of Stizzy, Jorius, and apparently Jack. I love how I've used that as an opportunity to rip on NA.
I don't know about that one, but I mean, we mentioned it going into the overtime. It was a funny game one. It just felt like both sides weren't able to establish their play style, which is a testament to the quality of both teams here. But this is disgusting. This is, I mean, Khalil's, it was a nice demo coming in there, but that was gross. That was
it wasn't one that they're going to be putting forward into any highlight reels, and I don't think we will either. But game two is a big opportunity to reset and talk to me about the actual quality of these teams, because for anyone who doesn't know these players and these teams, that wasn't their best, it's fair to say.
Yeah, you're looking at Falcons, a team who just took out the FIFA E World Cup. So this team is, you could say, top 2, top 3 in the world. KC, one of the favourites, basically. Falcons coming in. Dig, well, number 3 in Europe, the strongest region that we've got here in Rocket League Esports. So, I mean, both sides with quality, but I mean, both sides getting into each other's head there. You can see Dig just completely losing the plot in that overtime. The pressure got to them. They don't need the crowd to feel the heat of a major, and the Falcons will take that game 1 win.
This is where I hope the coaches would have jumped straight in after that first game and said, look, let's start our game right here, right now. TRK causing fakes, Killers coming in. Apparently Jack was almost there, but this could be a counter-attack. Stizzy wave dashing his way towards that ball. Already a better start to game 2. Stizzy to the backboard. Jorius slams it downwards, so apparently Jack can try and get hold of that one. A little bit safe from Dignitas. Killers. Apparently Jack, good challenge there from apparently Jack against Killers. Ruas is going to get that 100 though. Should be able to take this one away. Still searching for that spark.
Yeah, it just feels like neither team's really in their groove. And we have seen that throughout most teams today. It's, you know, we talk about it. Here we go! Here we go! Apparently, Jack, that has gone 160 kilometers an hour, Cole.
How close is that to a record? 160 kph. That's like,
that's moving.
That's a top tier speed goal, right?
That is absolutely humming with a TRK redirect, but Dig will take it. First goal to the good after a really disappointing end to that game 1 overtime. Here is apparently Jack gets one more. Killers works it out, finds a nice dunk on net. Shizzy has to go with the save. Stories misses the redirect. It could have been anything.
Aside from that shot, though, you can already tell that the pace is higher. This one, lovely drop down there from Team Falcons. It was TRK. And Anjorius comes forward, gets another redirect. He is looking the cleanest in this lobby still, if you ask me. He's trying to change that. The reset to the floor, and apparently Jack's already up, almost bypasses him, but apparently Jack gets enough of his opponent to slow him down. And Dig are doing their game again. Dig will be very happy that they are limiting Team Falcons to few opportunities. They're having plenty of time in the blue half. When the chances come, at least in this game, they're taking them.
Yeah, it feels like they're really prohibiting Falcons from playing that offensive pressure, and can't quite put my finger on it at the moment. It's awkward. Like even this from Jory is backwards. The timing is off from Falcons to challenge because Dig are just that step behind, but it is working for them. There's a reset from Rowas. Doesn't find the dunk. Joris with the clear. Jack's downfield. Going to be trouble for Kaliers. Lands on the 100 boost. TRK pops it across to Rowas, who's found a nice touch. Does he get the corner redirect? Oh, no! Kaliers pre-jumped! The Twins nearly peaked. Somehow saved by Dig.
Yeah, that would have got them going. That could have been the spot, but Team Falcons are nearly there. However, Dignitas back on the counter-attack. Apparently Jack in the corner. Killers puts it towards Ruas. Jory is already in the air. Lovely pre-jump from him. He wants to follow this one up. No, instead he waits. Apparently Jack. And he's going to allow Ruas to push this one forward. Good discipline there from Dignitas. They're not forcing themselves upon Team Falcons. They're giving them plenty of space because they back themselves to defend on the back foot. And it really is starting to work for Dignitas.
It just feels very steady from Dig. They're not really forcing anything. They're not trying to play too quick or too slow. They're just playing their own game, and it's working for them so far. See Killer's back corner. He's a long way away from this ball. Jack gets time to work it downfield. He's up on the bump, and he was perhaps after, but Stizzy, and you can see Falcons, they want to play quicker, and
they want to get on with it. Honestly, they're looking frustrated at how slow this game is, and that is testament to the way Dig are playing. But here we go, the pace up, and apparently Jack, he got the read, another follow-up. Stizzy gets the save this time. Dig remain impenetrable. Ruas has to conjure something up. Falcons have to be even more creative than they normally are.
Where did Jack come from? He was getting demoed. He popped out at the sidewall. Killers now doesn't get the touch either.
5 shots for Killers already.
They have had so much pressure, but as you said, it is frustrating to play this Dig team. There's the double, this time saved. It's apparently Jack again, as the corner boost is stolen. Falcons just strengthening this chokehold, but the touches are coming in from Dig. They're still managing to hang on.
Surely at some point, Team Falcons will break through, but Dignitas, the pre-jump is good again from Jorias against Ruas. Stizzy, the double tap towards Jorias. They can't make a single error right now, Dignitas. They're going to defend their way to parity in this series. It's going to have to be perfect.
Found boost though, which was at a premium just 15 seconds ago. Here is Ruas. Does he find support? He does. TRK popping it across. 3-man pass play. Great catch from Kaliers over one. Jack has to wait. Reset comes through. Jorias has none of that. Clearing it out. Falcons still with one more chance, perhaps. TRK beating one, doesn't find the second. Dig hanging on with 45 on the clock.
An absolute masterclass in defensive Rocket League so far from Dignitas. If Falcons can get one, you'd expect them to go on and take this game. But they're yet to do that. 30 seconds left. They're trying to up the pace now. Passable to each other. Up the transition, but it's overly hit. Now apparently Jack has the ball to himself. It's a flip reset, almost gets another, tries to pitch this one towards Stizzy, but Killers has the ball.
They don't have to overcommit here, Dig just have to hang on 20 seconds. There's nice. The TRK leaving Rowas, but the bump comes through. Dig making all the right choices at the moment. 15 seconds. Dig looking to tie this series up. Make the most of the costly mistake. 10 seconds, throws across. Apparently Jack tries to find the clear. TRK, does he find the infield? Killers is going to wait. Jack's there for the 50. 1 second. Ball needs to get down, and does. Dig hang on to a 1-goal game and tie this one up.
And I'll tell you what, game one, it seemed that no player, no team really had an identity. That second game, I much preferred personally. It had an identity. Falcons trying to up the pace to the extent they're tripping over each other. And Dignitas just suppressing them at every opportunity.
I mean, look at the scoreboard there. 15 shots for Falcons, just 3 for Dig.
Love it, I love it! We're in England, let's play like England!
They have founded the first goal just a minute into that game goal, and then said, batten down the hatches! And they
surely that's not replicable though. They can't do that again, right? You can't play defensive Rocket League. It doesn't work.
No, weight of numbers usually over the course of a series will win out. And I mean, the more aggressive team, more often than not, will get the job done. But Falcons, I mean, it was just that first goal. And I mean, apparently Jack was making some insane saves. You can see there, they had 3, 3, 4. Jory's with 4 saves as well. Falcons just couldn't find a way through.
No, they couldn't. No, they couldn't. And now it's on Team Falcons and their coach to make sure that they don't get frustrated. There were signs of it earlier at the end of that game there. I noticed Killers, he went all the way with no boost to Dignitas' end just to try and get a bump, to try and get something, miss the ball, and then to sort of scamper back with nothing. You can't be going into Game 3 trying to do the same thing because Dignitas, on current form, are going to gobble that right up. Game 3, it's 0-0 again, 5 minutes on the clock. Surely Falcons can score this time.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where as soon as they find their first goal, the floodgates might just well and truly open. The pressure they've had has been ridiculous. They've created some fantastic solo play opportunities, but as we said, it's just some individual brilliance. Defensively, well, that wasn't exactly brilliant, but Joris will be happy to see the back of that ball. Apparently Jack loses to 50, Stizzy 0 boost. It's, again, they're making the most of their positioning, working it out as a team, but is it sustainable here, Cole?
Oh, lovely pre-jump. Killers might make it not sustainable. He goes to the backboard, tries to slam it down.
Did it backwards.
It's just gone backwards behind him at the last second. The string is pulled away from him. Oh, Joris saves this time. Killers shoots. Stizzy saves this time. Dignitas still can't be beaten. A demo now and Digger on the counter.
It's a triple Scott Sterling performance from Dig here.
They're beating a bloody.
I don't know how. They're concussed, surely. Just popping it on the noggin time and time again.
A tactical knockout must be incoming the way this is going, but still Dig.
Insane.
9 count is up, but now they're up. Still surviving. It's still 0-0, but there's a miss.
There we go.
Killers, he's going to score! They've done it. Finally it happens. Dig, over to you.
And it just took a completely open net to get the job done. Joris 0 boost, Dizzy rotating back. Hit 100, but got removed from the pitch. Falcons, I think they can just breathe a little.
Yes.
They found that all-important goal. I mean, rarely do you keep a clean sheet against one of the most aggressive, most offensive teams in the world. And they went 5 minutes without scoring.
Yeah, pretty impressive there from Dignitas, but well done, Falcons. Finally, it's happened. Now, can Dignitas come straight back and frustrate them again? What we saw there, that mistake from Joris was a great example of why defensive Rocket League very rarely works, because it is so exhausting. It is more tiring to defend than to attack. There's no flow, there's no instinct. And that's what Dignitas have been trying to deal with. Eventually, the mistake was inevitable, but they've got some decent players of their own. Can they come right back to the other side and score for themselves?
Joris to Stizzy. They've really worked the ball. I will say the teamwork from Dig, certainly, well, defensively, what we've witnessed has been impressive. Looking like they're on the same page. Big miss from Stizzy. Joris there to help out. As the boost is all in Falcons' favour at the moment. Roas, a bit of respite, throws it straight at Jack. TRK drops it down. Stizzy with a shot, and that bump could help fall off Stizzy. They don't need 15 shots like Falcons. They only need one opportunity to strike.
Ruthless efficiency from the team in yellow, and Stizzy gets that follow-up after it hit the crossbar. And Falcons are going to have to go right back down to the drawing board and start all over again. Dignitas somewhat have the bit between their teeth. Stizzy's going to get this ball, you know. He's got control of it up at Roas. Look at the pace that he shows to get there to charge him down.
Oh, it's a nice catch from Jack. He's got a reset too, pop over the top. Regulation save for Roas, but only one of the Falcons boys will be able to scoop up that 100. He has a reset, uses it, beats one to the ball. Roas throws it on net, and he's got an open net too. That was the last man. We weren't too sure. They find the lead once again.
Yeah, let's see what happened here. Joris, oh, he just bounced away, and apparently Jack lost that ball to Killers after he showed a bit of improvisation to get that reset from the floor. And again, Falcons have a tenuous lead, so we'll see if Dignitas are able to come right back and claw it back again.
It's important for Falcons to not overthink this one, as we saw in the previous game. 15 shots to 3. You're winning those games more often than not. So they haven't changed it up. They're just stuck to their guns. It's worked out here. They found the lead back. Is Stizzy almost finding some magic. You feel like if that's Zen, I mentioned it to Johnny Boy, there's something about Zen when he's got 0 boost, he can still launch himself towards the ball. I don't know how it works. Stizzy that time couldn't find the touch. Apparently Jack with a 50, TRK backing off with 0, as does Roas, but still forces the ball back to that man TRK. Falcons to wrestle back control. They'll be happy with how this one's gone compared to the previous.
Yeah, Digger certainly playing a bit more with the man in front of the ball now, trying to be more aggressive, trying to get some bumps of their own, which of course can be exactly what Team Falcons want. It probably is, as the pre-flip there is almost met by the Dignitas player Joris. As he goes around it, upping the pace continually. Apparently Jack to the ceiling as Jory's in the center. Killers is charged down by Apparently Jack, but Ruas is there waiting. And Team Falcons now showing their own game management. They're doing well not to fall into the trap, as you say, of overcommitting for everything to try and kill this one here.
Yeah, you just saw TRK then. He left the ball, grabbed Dignitas' corner boost. And this could work out for a goal down the other end because now they are low here. There's the shot off the crossbar. Stizzy able to let that one go down to Apparently Jack, who fakes it for Stizzy. This time Falcons ready, huge dunk coming through. No one in net for Dignitas. Here is TRK. Jory's back in time. They need it down the other end though with a minute left.
Well, Apparently Jackie just tries to go for the early shot. I think that one might be going all the way in. It is as well. It is. Team Falcons have overcommitted, and it is 2-2.
There it is. Did they need to push that hard? Had the goal, had the lead with a minute left, and they've overcommitted in offense. Bit off more than they could chew. And Dig, through Apparently Jack, finds that opening. They do not need to hit as many shots as this Falcons lineup. They just need to be clinical and strike when the time is right. There's another bump coming through from Apparently Jack. Almost. Surely Dig can't pinch this one.
I mean, TRK had to help out Ruas there. I don't think that was the plan. I think that Ruas was beaten. TRK was back there to help, and here comes Joris, a man capable of conjuring a goal out of nothing. Tees himself up there and races TRK. Stizzy wants to get this one back from the reverse angle, and a lovely fake from Apparently Jack. Tries to do the same to Ruas.
Great bump.
Starting to play. Good bump.
It's open.
That could be it. No, it's in the crossbar. Is anybody following up? No! Ruas clears.
Oh, that was it. They could have stolen it. Maybe they still will. Stizzy can't reach that one. Was covered partially by Falcons. 15 seconds. Dig have had all the momentum. And Falcons have found a way out. Stizzy with the clear. Apparently Jack gonna let Ruas have this. He's missed the ball. Apparently Jack pinching across TRK with the clear.
Oh,
Stizzy,
no.
get in net. Ruas!
Ruas! Team Falcons ride the wave. They had a sense that at some point Dig would overextend, and that's what happened. And who else but Ruas in that situation to sweep up?
Dig just wanted to strike. They wanted to end that in regulation, and they have fully overcommitted for the goal. TRK with 100 boosts just needs to find the ground. Fakes one, and apparently Jack cannot keep it up. Dig almost pinching it, but Falcons are one game away from taking it.
Yeah, from Dignitas, that was almost the game planniest performance you will ever see of, right, this is how we're going to try and win this one. Will it work? It nearly did, but Team Falcons had that little bit of quality at the end. And the composure after a long old slog of Rocket League, just to flick that ball over the top when Ruas was through. Because they are missable, right? If you rush into it, you mess your flick up, you can certainly have that one be saved.
You can see the look on Jack's face there, though. That one hurt. They had the pressure, the momentum. At worst, in that situation, Cole, they're going to overtime. But it's just one mistake. You could see Stizzy, he just went out for that mid-boost instead of rotating straight back on net. Wasn't aware of the danger that he was perhaps in and the speed that he had to rotate back in time. But Falcons were ready. Ruas, fantastic one-on-one there. And I think they just want to get out of this series.
I think they do. They want it to be done. They want it to be over.
Making it hard for them, for sure.
I mean, I'm wondering if any Falcons fans are feeling comfortable right now. I'm wondering if the Falcons players are feeling comfortable right now. I'd imagine there is not a large percentage of their brains that feels relaxed at this point.
Yeah, I think they'll still be happy with how they're playing in terms of the play style. They're just not really finding their shots, and Dig are making some insane saves. They're almost pinching. Well, they pinched one game, nearly stole that third. But here we go, game number 4. Let's see if Falcons can close out or Dig force champ field.
I'd love to see Dig fly out the blocks here. All-out attack, 15 shots, peppering the Team Falcons goal line. Because I reckon it would take Falcons a good 30, 40 seconds to figure out what's going on there. And by that time, Dig will at least grab themselves a lead. We'll see if they do go with that or if they continue to stick to very much was their game plan. Straight the Falcons, but it is them who have the early chance. Ruas challenges that one. It's going to fall down to Apparently Jack. He needs to get over Killers here. Does do so, but TRK's back.
TRK launches it straight back to that man, and he's going to wait, but Stizzy ready in time. Popping up now. Free catch for Jack. That's a beautiful first touch into the reset, but Ruas says, I'll be having that one. He's still got a flip on it. Uses it. Joris had every single part of that covered.
Yeah, nearly the rarely seen pancake shot where you flip reset it against the wall, sort of smush yourself there, and then reset when the ball starts to fall. Didn't quite come off. It was well saved by Joris. Killers to the ceiling. Wants to get the double tap, can't quite do it. Here comes Ruas. Could be 1-0. Early goal for Falcons. Could make this too far for Dignitas to come back.
Love the team defense, though, from Dig. Even there, Joris just popping it into the corner. Apparently, Jack ready to follow up. they've got a chance. Stizzy low 50. Jorius doesn't find a corner booster. He's out. You can see that space for Roas to work with. He tries to find killers, but Jorius has found a moment. He's found an opening, and he has ripped that thing top binge. Well
played, Jorius. Lovely. Bit of interplay here. Good catch, and then following it up. Just keeps an eye on his opponents, threads that needle, picks his spot, and Dignitas do have their lead.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful catch from Jorius. As soon as he saw Roas hop onto that sidewall, he knew he had space on the ground, took the dribble, executed the flick perfectly. Here is Roas, and Falcons answer back. Dig, as we said, have really frustrated this Falcons team who, well, was a complete sweep in the predictions on the desk, and I think a complete sweep for the entire talent team. Right now, Dig want to really prove that we're all pretty silly.
Yeah, they certainly will do. They certainly will do if they can win this one. But Team Falcons looked all right so far in this game 4. They've had more chances despite not scoring the goal. TRK could have a decent opportunity here depending on his pace, but he's beaten to the ball even though he got the demo. Stizzy goes for the backboard. Killers has respawned.
Great catch.
So now can send it forwards, keeps control of the ball himself. Does he have the reset at the end? Not quite on this occasion, but it falls to Roas. Decent player for the ball to fall for. Wants to get that next touch off the backboard. TRK almost threads it home. Nearly able to. So Team Falcons certainly finding each other better than they were earlier on in this series. They are still dictating the pace.
Yeah, they're certainly not overcommitting too much here, but quickly Dig and, you know, you're looking up and oh my goodness, there's 30 seconds left, we're down a goal. That's kind of the play that Dig going for right now. Just ice out the clock. Roas off the roof, gets bumped by Jorius. Killers is underneath. Get with the first touch. Oh, there's so many bumps coming through, but Dig able to cover that one off with a double commit. There's Jack. He's found himself very awkward. He tried to turn it into a bump. Stizzy, though, able to read it. And that's what I've seen from Dig. It's been messy, but they're on the same page. It's organised chaos from this Dig defense.
For sure, and they're following each other up as well. And if there are any errors, they're just getting on with it, supporting their teammates. Here comes Stizzy. TRK's up above him. Don't want to force that onto the backboard. Jorius leaves it. Apparently, Jack's there, hits the post again. Is anybody following up? It's going to be Stizzy. It's going to be too late, though, for this particular attack. Jorius wants that boost to spawn. Spawns a split second too late for him. Stizzy's able to keep the attack going, though.
Yeah, that's twice now. Jack's shot has almost, he's trying to make it too perfect.
Yeah.
He's just missing that bottom corner. Could have been 2-0 and could have certainly been heading to a game 5 off that. Here's Roas. Nice catch. Early flick. Jack there doesn't find the bump. With TRK sideball. Stizzy getting bumped. What a shot from TRK! He had a tiny window to get through and he snuck it home.
Well done, TRK. Yeah, not too much of the backboard there. Wasn't covered by Stizzy that he could still shoot from at the angle. That was about the only spot he could go for, and he got it. Sniped that one top corner, despite the goalkeeper being there as well. So a lot of work that TRK had there. And of course, he made it look very, very simple. But here comes Stizzy, though, from the kickoff. It's blocked well.
It was a nice back corner from Dignitas, but Falcons able to read that one. Jorius loses the 50. Roas is going to sit downfield. Now he gets out. His Killers is right there off the ceiling to himself. Apparently Jack pre-jumping with a reset. Look at the pace from Stizzy. Can he find one more? It's on net, perhaps, but TRK smothers it. Goes low. Jorius just doesn't care. He doesn't have any. Oh, goodness me.
That was so risky from Jorius. If that goes past him, it might trickle all the way into his own net. If he gets the perfect 50, he scores. It was very much
He wasn't thinking about that. He was just going straight at the ball, hard committing third man. I love it. 50 seconds left. Killers going to leave this one for TRK. Scoops up the mid boost. Apparently Jack off the side wall. TRK redirecting. Jorius 0 boost. Says Stizzy, please have it. I'm going back corner.
TRK can only get this one as far as apparently Jack, though. Apparently Jack, great shepherding. He's got that read well. There's a shot there. It's going in. Roas has to make a save. Jorius into the corner. Dignitas again ending the game on the front foot, realizing this is their time to attack. Last time it backfired. What happens this time?
Well, Stizzy's overcommitted, but he has left it. Jorius was ready for the fake. Off the ceiling now. Doesn't get the touch. Roas with 100 boost. Can he create a solo play? Stizzy backing off. Will Falcons steal another game in the final 10 seconds? Killers goes for the reset. Jorius pops it up to himself. Double commit. You see the panic from Dig. They certainly want this overtime. Falcons, perhaps a last chance for apparently Jack. Stizzy, does he want it up? Does he want it down? It's a 50 on net. And Jorius is a little lower boost than he'd like. Fake out, Roas, Stizzy, double commit. Killers, ball still up here.
Now suddenly it's a chance for apparently Jack. No, it's not. Instead, it's TRK in towards the zone in front of the Dignitas net. But it is going to be another overtime. Falcons win this. It's all over.
It could have been it. Stizzy backflipped in net. Off the kickoff, Roas throws it on. Jorius, 100 boost. Doesn't keep control of it, but he finds Stizzy. TRK jumps. Roas has it. You can see the panic from both sides. Not on the same page. TRK clears the ball downfield. Low boost.
Yeah, Joris had no momentum there, though. The angle was against him, so his clearance was weak. Works out, though, because apparently Jack has this ball. Stizzy's beneath him. Stizzy's hoping it will fall from TRK, but TRK will provide no such luck. Team Falcons starting the overtime in the ascendancy, and 30 seconds in. Ruas is down the side. Here he is now. He arrives a bit late, but he wasn't there for the shot.
Yeah, Dig had that well and truly covered. That's a nice touch, though, to unleash TRK downfield. Stizzy finds the 50 that he needs, beats one, gets demo killers with a shot. Apparently Jack has been huge defensively, but he needs to go again. The fake comes through. Ruas downfield, redirected. This time it's Jorius. Can they keep it up? Oh, Jorius! No! Falcons in 4, move to 2-0.
Dignitas made it almost impossible, but somehow still Team Falcons found a way. Even at the end there, Jory is inches away from the double save, but goal line technology was against him, and Falcons take the series of a second successive 3-1.
Still an impressive performance from Dignitas. It was a series that really challenged Falcons to maintain that play style and not lose their heads with the defense that was being displayed. But Falcons, you just saw the weight of numbers. They had 4 shots there. Jorius was making double saves, triple saves, but in the end, they were too strong and they overpowered that defense.
Falcons will be relieved, I think is the key word there. It's one that they're not going to want to watch back again. They'll have to take what they've learned from it, because teams, when they're up against a squad as quality as Falcons, they will defend against them. They will try and frustrate them. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And actually, I love the way, the bravery that Dig showed to be that defensive, because it's a very rarely utilized technique in Rocket League.
Yeah, I don't think Falcons will overthink it too much. Sometimes you just got to take your hat off to good defense. And in the end, that goal line defense was ridiculous. We saw apparently Jack making save after save. Jorius there almost making a triple save on net. Sometimes you just have to say, well done, well played. You almost hung in there, but Falcons too strong and really proving that they are a force to be reckoned with. TRK is pretty happy with how the boys are playing.
Yeah, they're all happy. Smiles all around now with the fellas. It's one that Falcons will be, yeah, as you say, relatively pleased about. That first game was the real outlier, because neither team seemed to have much identity. I think that's because Dig was saying, bring it on. Falcons were expecting more of a challenge in the sense of Dignitas trying to dictate the pace. It took Falcons a game to realize that. Once it happened, then we got into this ebb and flow of Falcons attack, Dig defend. I think that they got themselves some goals, and if they play like that against other teams, they are going to take games.
Yeah, they're looking in